Hi, church family. Well, this Sunday is Mother's Day, and we've got a really special guest. I've asked Melanie several times, hey, would you like to come up and do some stuff with me on stage? And she's the most supportive person. But the fact of the matter is she doesn't really love attention. She doesn't like a lot of people, all eyes on her kind of a thing. But she's like, I'm going to do it this week. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna teach on Mother's Day, and she prayed about it. And the reality is that this is really a family. This is a place where she's comfortable enough to do that. And so I'm really excited to have our special guest speaker this Sunday, Mother's Day, be Melanie. She's so awesome. I know you guys that know her know how great she is, but I can't wait for everybody to see just how special she is. She's got a beautiful heart, and she's really praying over this message. Her and I were kind of working on some things together on it, and I just can't wait for her to give the message this Sunday. It's going to be really a very special Mother's Day. Now, one of the questions that I've been getting a lot is, when are we coming back to church? And what does that look like? And is there a timeline for this? The answer is yes, we are talking about that right now as a church at South Hill. So we're really looking at timelines, and we're trying to figure out the best solution in the safest way to do this. And really, at the end of the day, guys, nobody is an expert on this. I know people think they're experts on this, but nobody's an expert on this. One day they're saying you don't need masks. The next day they're saying wear masks. You can't get a haircut. You can't go to your local barber, but you can go buy weed. There's all over the board. They're letting sex offenders out, but you can't walk on the beach. It's all over the map. Everybody is trying their best to figure out what's the best and safest way to go about this whole entire pandemic. But the reality is nobody really knows for sure. And one of the things that we've been noticing is that the curve has been flattening in some areas and even going down in some areas. And that's while places like Target or Walmart are still open. So we're looking at, okay, well, what are they doing? And how are they doing that? Now, listen, I am not suggesting to go and break any laws, and I'm not suggesting to not take this seriously. I mean, be wise, but let's not live in fear. Be wise, though. Don't go out and lick doorknobs, okay? Be wise. There's a reason why we're quarantined. This is a very highly contagious virus. So we have to be very wise in that, and we will. We're praying about this daily, trying to figure out what's the best way to do that. There will be some changes when we do go back initially, of course. One of the things that I'm going to miss the most is hugs. So we're going to have to work on our air hugs, or waving a lot more. But there is something very special about being together in person. There just is. God did not put this church in my heart and on Melanie's heart so we could be online pastors. He did this so we could do life together. There is something very unique and very, very special when we come together as God's family. Now, here's the deal. During this time, even though it's been very, very difficult, God has continued to work within us. We started Love the 949. James Barry started this awesome ministry where we're going to give warm meals to the frontline workers at Mission Hospital. We're going through local businesses. And we started that. We're engaging a lot more in phone calls, and every one of you has my number. We're growing together continuously. We have more people watching our services than ever before. So God is still blessing our church. But I just want us to move forward and not move forward in fear. Now listen, I know that these times are crazy, and they could be scary, and they could be a roller coaster of emotions. But I want to make something very clear to you. God's plans for you have never changed. God's plans for me have never changed, and God's plans for this church have never changed. He is not going, oh my goodness, I forgot about you and South Hills, and I don't know what I'm going to do. He has always had his plans for you, and they have not changed. I know that a lot of things are kind of uncertain, but they're not uncertain to God. He has got this, and we're going to trust him. We're going to be wise. We're going to be safe as we can be. But at the end of the day, we're going to trust God. And I can't wait to the day when I announce that we'll be coming back. It'll look a little different, but those same faces will still be together. And those faces are a family that we just love so very much. So I love you, and I will see you Sunday for a very special Mother's Day message. Bye-bye.